Welcome to Daily Living. My name is Shirley, and here on Daily Living, we focus on our daily walk with Christ. Today, I wanted to talk about a revelation that I had yesterday. I was invited to a book signing and by a friend of a friend. And the reason why I wanted to go was because I just love when I hear someone being obedient to God in doing what God called them to do. And I really wanted to just go and support. The book is called Let It All Go. Now, I haven't had a chance to read the book yet, but while I was there, I really started to ask the Lord, was there anything that was in my heart or anything that I had been holding on to that I needed to let go, So just like a little prayer in my heart, just asking the Lord, like, what do I need to let go of, right? What am I holding on to that I need to just release? And he reminded me of when I was a child, when I was younger, and my love for puzzles. When I was growing up, I had this, I loved puzzles so much that every time there was a birthday, holiday, my family knew, get her puzzles. You can't go wrong with puzzles, right? So when I would receive these puzzles at the very beginning, I would just open them up and just spread everything on the table and start putting pieces together. And I usually will spend hours just lost in the process of putting these pieces together. So when you're putting puzzles together, I always come to a point where you find a piece that looks like the final image, right? What we're going for. We're going for this image. It looks like this is the piece that should go in this right corner, but try as you may, it doesn't work. And, I would even go as far as like just really kind of think about the color scheme and, the color looks right, the shape looks right, everything looks right. But whatever I do, how much effort that I put in trying to get this piece to fit in this corner, it doesn't really work. Now, there's times where I can force it to go in and it'll stay, and I will continue to move on to the other parts, but I still know that this piece doesn't fit. So at some point in this putting the puzzle together, I have to go back and reassess this section, because even if I want to lie to myself, I know that this piece is not working. Okay, it doesn't work. And what always blows my mind is when I get to the end of the puzzle, now I have to reassess. Why isn't it fitting? And if this is not the one, there has to be another piece there that works better than this piece. And the thing is that even though the piece that I would eventually pick up a piece that looks, the shape is right, but the color is not right. And so that's the reason why I kept overlooking it. So every time I'm looking at it, I'm like, nah, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look like it would fit according to the image in this section. But when I would try that one piece that doesn't look like it fits in, what I would find is that it would slip right on in with no effort. And what I'm saying is, we all have created an image of how we see our lives going, or where we want the final result to look like, whatever that may mean for you. But we have an image, right, of what we want our lives to look like. And for some of us, we have pieces in our lives that looks the part. It's the right shape, the right color scheme. The colors are flowing in the right direction. But no matter what, it takes so much effort and energy to keep that piece in that place that it doesn't belong in. So you are forcing this piece to be in a place that is not supposed to be, and you're exerting all of this energy because of your vision, because of your own understanding and perception. And so what I want to tell you today is let it go. Let it all go. Yeah, let it all go. Because no matter what, you are going to spend the rest of your life forcing pieces to fit in places that they don't belong. And no matter how much you want to force it or pressure it or whatever you want to do to try to get it to fit in, it's never going to fit the same way that the one that's meant to be, then the thing that is meant to be in this place to be. It's never going to fit right. And so the other thing is, when we let go of our own vision, stuff that we have created, and the crazy part is that we create these images based on the world perception of what life is supposed to be like. Okay, our identity, everything is created based on the world perception, right? But when you let go and you allow God to give you your own identity, you allow God to give you the perception, you allow, the Bible says, I have it written up there, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you. And God already knows the plans that he has for you. He already had a destiny for you from the very beginning, okay? And so when you allow God to give you the vision, not your own vision, give you the vision that he had intended for you, even when you were in your mother's womb, okay? What you realize is that the piece that actually was meant for that, for the piece that was meant for that corner, fits in effortlessly. You don't have to exude no energy, no stress, no tension, no headache, because it fits. And so that's what a lot of us are doing. We're fitting things in our lives that is not meant. It is not, it could be your career. It could be a person, it could be a relationship that you're in, and this person doesn't fit. And you're constantly forcing this thing to fit because it fits your overall image. But God is like, but that's not part of my vision for you. That doesn't fit in the picture that I have for you. But when you decide to allow God to, when you allow God to take over, you allow God to lead, you allow God, you want to see the world in the lens of Christ, right? When you want to do that, when you're willing to do that, what happens is you will realize that the piece that, the reason why you couldn't find the right piece is because you weren't looking at the pieces in the right light. And because you weren't looking at the pieces in the right light, you were overlooking the piece that was meant to be there in the first place. But when you actually allow God to lead you, and he led you to the piece that don't even make any sense, what you realize is, oh my goodness, this piece fits effortlessly. I didn't even have to try. I didn't have to have a headache. I didn't have to argue. I didn't have to fight. And this one, what this piece does is, once you find that missing piece, your image now is complete. You are complete, and the vision of God is made manifest into your life. So we need to let go. And if we don't know what we have to let go of, seek the Lord. Ask God to help you to see what are some of the things in your life that you need to let go of. The Bible tells us that we don't know our own hearts. Okay? Only God knows what is in the heart of a man. So you ask him to reveal to you what is in your heart. What are things that you are holding on to that you need to let go of so that you can walk according to his will. I pray that this message blessed you like it's blessed me. Until next time.